For this song, we're going to need the sign for Kookaburra. So for Kookaburra, we're going to get our thumb, our first finger, and our middle finger. We're going to pop it on our chin like this. I almost think it looks a little bit like a kookaburra's beak, like this. And then we're going to bounce it forward, like the kookaburra that's laughing. This is Kookaburra. Then we're going to have the sign for sit. So for sit, we're going to have one hand like this. We're going to place the other one on top, and we're going to come down, sit. And you can sit down here. You can sit down there. Sit is directional. Sit. We're going to need the sign for tree. So for tree, we're going to put our arm across like it's the ground. We're going to have our other arm up. We're going to twist at the wrist like this. This is tree. It looks like our fingers are twinkling like the leaves on a tree. We're going to do the sign for merry or for happy. So for this, we're going to get the balls of our palms like this, and we're going to do a clap like this. And this is merry or happy. We're going to do the sign for laugh. So for laugh, we get this C shape with our thumb and first finger. We put it near our mouth, and we kind of do circles like this, bouncing circles, like the laughter bouncing out of our mouths. This is laugh. Then we're going to need the sign for koala. Now for koala, we're going to get our claw hand like this over our face, and we're just going to twist it. It looks a little bit like the koala's nose. And then we're just going to cross our arms with our claw hands, and we're going to tap it. And this is bear. Now I know that it's not a bear, but for the sign we do nose bear like this, koala. We're going to need the sign for eating and for munch. So for that, we're going to get our bunched fingers on our thumb like this, and we're going to tap it near our mouth. And this is food or eat, and we're going to use it for munch as well. We're going to need the sign for sleep. So for sleep, we get our two flat hands, we put them together. We just rest our head on our hands. This is sleep. We're going to need the sign for wombat. So for wombat, we're going to get our three fingers on each hand. We're just going to dig like a wombat digging in the ground. We're going to need the sign for family. So for family, we're going to get our two fingers close together like this. We're going to cross them in front of us. Then we're going to come out and round in a big circle. This is family, like we're including all of the family. And then we're going to need the sign for home. So for home, we're going to get our flat hand like this. We're going to come up and over there, like that. This is home, like we're going to go home. Then we're going to need the sign for emu. So for emu, we're going to get our thumb and our two fingers on like this. And we're going to, just like a beak, like an emu's beak. And we're going to peck like an emu here. This is emu. We're going to need the sign for run. So for run, we're going to get our fists and we're going to run like this. And then we're going to need the sign for fast. So for fast, we get our two pointer fingers and we run the top one down over the other like that. Fast. It's fast. We're going to need the sign for kangaroo. So for kangaroo, we're going to get our flat hands up like this and we're going to drop them down. We're going to bounce them like a kangaroo. This is kangaroo. We're going to need the sign for high. So we're just going to point way up high in the sky. We're going to need the sign for when. So for when, we get our hand. We drum our fingers on our cheek like we're waiting. When? And lastly, we're going to need the sign for stop. Now for stop, we get our flat hand and we just stop. Stop. And that's a great sign. Stop.
Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra gay your life must be.
Now we do koala.
Koala sits in the old gum tree, eating eucalyptus leaves is she. March, koala, march. Koala off to sleep goes she.
Now we're going to do wombat.
Wombat digs under the old gum tree, digging a home for the family. Dig, wombat, dig, wombat a home under the tree.
Next we're going to do emu.
Emu runs past the old gum tree, fastest bird in the whole country. Run, emu, run. Emu too fast to talk to me.
Now we do kangaroo.
Kangaroo hops past the old gum tree, With hides through the scrub goes he. Hop, kangaroo, when will you ever stop?
Where's Kookaburra again?
Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Love, Kookaburra, love, Kookaburra gay your life must be.